So there are some major shifts happening. The old world is leaving. You know, it's strange. I'm going to dig into a couple things here, but it's strange. I just was kind of meditating on this new world and just kind of like, it's snowing, it's beautiful, and just kind of breathing it in. And I saw, it's going to sound strange to some people, but it is what it is. But I've been seeing a lot of cryptids lately, and the strange thing is, just sort of in a neutral way, who would just kind of scatter when I came around, but I was breathing into this kind of new world energy and just into this peace and love and everything. And I saw one in particular come up to my car window and say, we loved working with you, Ella. And was a feminine energy, and right up to my window, and she said, we can't go where you're going. And several of them, like a tear, sad, and several of them turned and just, I saw them go through like a portal to lower, like, we can't go, everything's moving higher, we can't go where you're going. And then at the end of it, there was a masculine one, face right up to the window, that said, I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow. And they were sad, which was unexpected. And then they went to like lower frequency. We're going through some type of major shift. What I also saw was it looked like wind blowing the old world away. It was like it was being pulled in the same direction that they went, which was to the right of me, but it was being like, I don't know, energetically pulled. I don't know how to describe it, but it was like blowing away. The old world was blowing away. And I was kind of looking at different things that were going as it was leaving. Now, I have thoughts about this storm too, that we may have started off a little bit lower in frequency with it, but I kept kind of feeling throughout that there would be no other place we'd be than, even if it required us to be a little lower, than to be around or with people that needed us. So if there was anyone that was going through anything, or clear it, we needed to clear, we needed to hold peace, we needed to hold love, we needed to be there on whatever level that we needed to also rest, because we needed to let go of resistance. That things that we've been carrying, maybe like busyness or habits, or like things had to come to kind of a full stop for a minute and then do like a resistance dump. Now, I feel like different areas were affected. There are a lot of people bitching that they didn't get the snow that they were promised, or the cold, or whatever, They're like, they made us go buy products for nothing. No, that's not what happened. We had requested that a timeline elevation or timeline jump happen for those people, because what was about to happen would have gone in a very not good direction. And I'm not saying nothing happened to anybody. I know people are, power outages, etc. But the people, I kind of have been laughing to myself at the people who were like, they tricked us into buying things because of the economy. No, that was an intentional timeline jump to get them out of there, because what was about to happen would have gone way worse. So that required a lot of work to elevate them, to get them to a safe level where it was minimized, whatever was going to happen. So that's behind the scenes what really happened. It wasn't a trick to get you to spend money. That required a lot of energy work and protection to lift them up, to elevate them out of, so they would be safe. The power stays on, the kids are safe, the animals, the refrigerator, temperature control. Now, the ones that got pummeled, we have 2 feet of snow here. We were required to rest and relax and stay put and do like our work uninterrupted, because if life were to go on as usual, I juggle a million things a day. That's not bragging, that's frustration. But we had to come to kind of a full stop to focus on and anchor this energy. This storm was intentional. I told you guys in a video previously, God had warned me about this, and there's other messages I had about this, that snow was coming. And also to prepare, and also to elevate the timelines, because the ones that were told they were going to have this like ice, or all these like really, now I'm not saying everything was perfect for everybody, that's not it, but what could have happened was going to be a lot worse. I don't get unnerved by storms. This one, before it happened, I was very unnerved. So that's the reason for pushing up and all that. So there's a lot going on. TikTok was crazy yesterday. People are, their news feed and all this. There's a lot of shifts and things happening. I know it was purchased by Oracle, etc. But there's a lot more going on than just that. We got hit with some pretty intense energy beforehand, and then all these shifts and intentional things that are aligning new timelines, higher timelines, this new earth energy. There's a lot of work that goes into that, but it's going to mess up things. It's going to cause tech issues. The storm is going to cause tech issues. Like the purchase is going to cause a whole recalibration of the algorithm into more American based. Now, but don't forget the things behind the scenes. I don't know what that was. Okay, anywho, don't forget all the things behind the scenes that are happening at the same time. So when I saw this blowing away, leaving of the old earth, of these old things, and then these beings leaving, saying we can't go any higher, and what I heard was 60. Okay, we can't go there. So you guys continue to come into your power, continue to accept who you are, even if you don't know details. It doesn't matter. You're a bridge between, worlds. You're multidimensional. Tap into that, link into that by intentionally feeling higher level ways. The peace, love, joy, creativity, curiosity, laughter is important. Not being tethered to anything from your old world that is not meant for you. So it's going to require constant, cord cutting daily. Even if you visualize a big sword and you're just everywhere around your body, or your etheric body, and releasing and giving it all to God, because it's God's battle. Okay. What you're required to carry is going to be a lot less, and it's going to be you taking care of you. And then everything reverberates from that, because you are the catalyst, you are the bridge. You may also find that you're a little bit of in your empath villain era, meaning not intentional, anything negative, but just you care a lot less about things that are lower frequency. You're not over caring about everybody, everything, people pleasing. That's gone. And also your thoughts may become very direct and very clear, as in you're not exploring all kinds of, or giving power to all kinds of negative situations. You're kind of diverting your attention and being very direct in what you're talking about, thinking about what you want. So a lot of the confusion is going to go. You're going to become very clear on, this is what I want, speaking, feeling, knowing, like speaking, calling it in with your power. And you're going to find that you're shocking things with your hands if you aren't already. You're going through an upgrade. Okay, we have been like the last couple of weeks, and you're recalibrating into this higher timeline. That's going to require you to let go of things that cannot go with you on this timeline. And that's going to be a lot of negative emotions, negative feelings, caring about shit that doesn't matter. Like, that's got to go. You don't have to intentionally let go of anybody. You have to let go of the negative feelings associated with it. You also might find that you want to clean, you want to purge, you want to detox, it all goes together. What's inside is outside. So villain era is like boundaries. You have to focus on yourself. You need your own space, you need your own time, and people are going to have to get over it. You're not being mean at all. It has zero to do with being mean or anything like that. But it's more of, I'm not engaging in anything lower frequency anymore. I just can't. I have no interest. And it's a more direct intention, direct mission, more laser focused. So I'll leave you with that. Love you till the next one.